So I get asked all the time, what is it like living in Mexico? Because I've rebranded this YouTube channel as Wichita Falls, the gateway to paradise, because Playa del Carmen, Mexico, the Riviera Maya is paradise. And living in two different countries, you know, it's got some challenges, I will tell you, because half the time I'm speaking Spanish when I'm in America and speaking too much English in Mexico. But I digress. What I wanted to do is do a couple of great videos in the car showing you, wow, where I live and what it's like to actually be on the ground in Mexico. So this first video is just about my neighborhood. I live in a gated community, so I want to allay a lot of fears that people have that I get this conversation all the time. Aren't you scared to go to Mexico? No, I am not. It is just like any other city that you've ever been to. And yes, is there crime in cities, even in our lovely Wichita Falls? Absolutely. But the fact is that's not the predominant theme there, number one. Number two, so many of the communities, the residential communities, are gated with guards, which when I say guards, they're just little guys that check your ID. But the thing is it's so freaking safe. As a matter of fact, I feel like I'm trying to get into Fort Knox when I'm trying to get into my own gated community where I live called Playa Car Phase 2. And Playa Car Phase 1 and Phase 2, they were the very first gated communities in Playa del Carmen. So I've been talking about Playa del Carmen probably for the last 25 years, and I just wanted to share a little bit. Number one, this first video is a road trip around my neighborhood because, as I said, it's a gated community and it's really big. I mean, it's like its own little city. So stay tuned for this road trip of Playa Car within Playa del Carmen. So there's condos there, and then there's a school coming up. Right here in front of us to the left is the gate where you come in. Generally speaking, it's not too bad to get in because you have to show ID, and it's a big deal. It's so secure here. It's scary. But sometimes the line is long because they take so long to make sure that everybody's here that's supposed to be here. But we're not going to go out the gate just yet. I'm going to go down here and show you Playa Car because it's super fun. And right here, if we were to walk across the street, you can see the jungle. It's a little jungle. The ruins are on the other side of there that I've done in some other videos of Playa Car Phase 1. But right on the other side of this pathway, not even, I don't know, 100 meters maybe, is the beach. So we can walk from my house to the beach, and then there's all of these villas in Playa Car Phase 2. There's villas in Playa Car Phase 1, which unfortunately I don't have access today. I can ask my friend Kim to let us in. But the fact is that what you have here is more building. They're building everywhere here in the Riviera Maya. But you've got life at the beach. This is a brand new condo development. It really isn't on the beach, but it's close enough that I'm sure the rooftop has a view of the beach. Because once you get inside of there, you're still streets from the beach. Like I said, you got to walk through a little bit of the jungle. But here's where we get down to all these villas, these inverted topes. Topes is another word, or Spanish for speed bump, but they're giant. And they're inverted, so I call them inverted topes. And you have villas here all along this place. There's beautiful neighborhoods in here. This is, because it's called a golf course gated community, and frankly that golf course, I think I missed showing it to you on the way out. I'll get it on the way back. It's not a PGA golf course by any stretch. There is one outside of Tulum if you're interested in golf. And you can see the jungle over here. Someday somebody's going to clear that out and build in there as well. There's a couple of ruins in there, so they may have some prohibition. That's not a word. Anyway, we are coming down to some villas, and then what we're approaching is the hotel zone, if you will. These, I believe, are all inclusive.
and I'm not a big all-inclusive person, so they don't have any interest in me whatsoever. I much prefer to stay in a private residence, a villa or something like that, especially close to the beach. But the first hotel that's coming up is the Reef, and it's my understanding if you are staying as a resident of Playa Car, that there's a certain number of people, I don't know, maybe it's 100, that they'll let in. I haven't tried it, and frankly, it's easy to walk to the beach, so it's not that big of a deal. And then you get cabs. Everyone's mad at me right now because I'm driving so slow, but that's the way it is. And so Ryu is another huge hotel, and you can see all of these from the beach side because I walk on the beach all the time. But it's just lots and lots of hotels right here in this little tiny bit. It's not the whole Playa Car by any stretch, and that is an option if you want to come and check out Playa Car or Playa del Carmen and be on the beach. I have no idea what the prices of these hotels are either, because as I said, I don't stay at hotels. I like to stay at a place where I can cook my food and settle in and act like I'm home. That's why Airbnbs are fun. And on this side, there's more hotels. These don't have beachfront access. So we're going to go back towards, this is just to see, I don't know what hotel that one is. I don't come down to this area where the hotels are very often unless I'm driving to somebody's house, so that, I know that they're here. They just don't have a big draw to me. But they are part of Playa Car, and Playa Car is huge. Huge, huge, huge. There's a map. You can see right now how big Playa Car is in and of itself. There's stores in here, there's shops in here, there's restaurants in here, there's little 7-Eleven Oxos in here. I mean, everything you really need is in Playa Car. And yet, I still go outside of Playa Car because I like to go other places. And once again, those are condos in there. Just condos, villas, little apartments. The one I'm in is a condo, but it's like a fourplex, so it's not individual condos like these look separated condos. And as I said, that one for $360 was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath villa, but it was a condo. So you might want to think of condos in a different way when you begin to look at what's going on in here. So we are going to come back up to the gate, and I'm going to end this video and start another video after I show you going outside the gate. They actually check you going outside of the gate as well, which is hilarious to me. But like I said, I don't know why people think Mexico's not safe. There's so much security, it cracks me up. And knowing that, this is a really great place to live. I mean, I just can't say enough about it. And I've said that about Wichita Falls, which I continue to say, and I say that about Playa del Carmen. These are my 2 magical vortexes, and big tope, boom, up and over. So we're coming up to, and like I said, that there's the beach little area right there, and then I'm going to go out the gate. So you have to have a pass, and then if you go in one of these security areas here, they take your ID until you come out. So they're not fooling around here. But it's beautiful properties, and they're all millions. I mean, there's a condo that I think I shared with you that was $360,000 and needed some updating and some work. It was actually quite lovely, and it's 15 minutes walk to the beach instead of driving to the beach. So we get into the beach clubs here, and so once you get past the villas, oh man, those are rough. We see see all the beach clubs. So we're coming up on the first one, which is the Reef. So generally speaking, it's my understanding that if you're on a bike, you can get in there if you're a resident. They let 100 people in during the day. There's Rio. And so there's beach clubs all the way down here, which are right on the beach. So you can see that Playa Car Phase 2 is right on the beach, but there's a golf course between here and there. So I live on the other side of the golf course. So that is what makes it a 15-minute walk. If you lived over here, literally it's like a 10-minute walk, 5-minute walk. You're right on the beach. Although I don't know that they let you cut through at the beach club to get to the beach. I haven't explored that. So, but it's just a great, safe area. I mean, all the places are safe with security. I mean, I don't want to lead you to believe that they're not safe, but it's just right on the beach. And these are villas. These aren't condos for the most part. And so we're going to drive by the condo that I said was listed for $360 that needed work. So really, it probably could have used about, I don't know, $75,000 worth of work. So I probably could have got it for cheaper than, got the work done cheaper than that. But it was, it was beautiful. It was not the kind of condo you're looking at that they're building now that are studio condos that are the size of a postage stamp. And it's just a great community. Now, the downside is that you have to wait in line to get in, unless you have your own car, you live here, and you have one of the things that puts the gate up, because if you have to wait in line sometimes, it's long. And this guy's on my behind because I won't go by this van. He's taking up too much of the road. We're going to see if we can scoot by this guy without causing an accident. So here's this new condo complex, though. And then once we get up here, as I said, to the right of where you're looking is the beach. And this is the entrance, not the entrance, I don't want to say that. The pass-through goes through the jungle. Oh, I just missed it. That's right. Oh, here it is. So right here, you go pass through to the jungle, and you're right at the beach. So that's the 15-minute walk from where I live currently, from here over here. So we're going to just take a little quick, it's a drive of 2 minutes, but it's a walk of a little. And there's no parking, so you can't get there anyway other than bike. And there's a school right there. And so we're coming up on the condos. There's just a whole string of these condos. You can see villas on the left. And then on the right are the condos. They're all, that look alike. But all these condos are, they're Airbnbs and people live there. But that was one of the condos here was the $360,000 with need of updating, but that's not a bad price. That is not a bad price at all for being this close to the beach. So that's that's Playa Car.
So that wraps up our little tour of just my community where I live right now in Mexico. And stay tuned because I'm going to do several more of the entire area of Playa del Carmen, and then we'll do some videos that are farther out in what's called Riviera Maya. Because if you would love to come and have me take you on a tour, I'm available for that. If you'd love to buy real estate there, I'm available for that. And if you just want to know more, schedule a discovery call with me because I will share with you how amazing it is to live in paradise in the United States and in Mexico, because I love both of my little paradises, Wichita Falls and Playa del Carmen. Stay tuned for more. Queen of Magic out.